So, hey there guys, it's me, RIZZtaglia. After nearly a month after not seeing you guys, and nearly two after the latest new chapter of BSD, so it's now time for chapter 121 and for my reaction to it. So, as usual, we've got the illustrator's comment isn't super duper out of pocket now, so let's just keep going. How am I supposed to take the backside of the page and Dostoevsky in a situation like this? Okay, so for something that I'm a little bit confused of, why are there three of this guy at the back? Okay. What can I do against these beasts? You want this, I presume. Atsushi, oh god, that's okay. His ass is gonna get tricked again. The backside of the page in that prison. Dazai-kun was a truly spectacular opponent, and it had been ages since I was able to forget about orders of plans and simply enjoy myself. I suppose I have to offer him my gratitude. The backside of the page is all yours. It's an offer too good to be true. Yeah, no, his hopes are gonna get crushed, isn't. I kinda should have seen. I feel like I should have seen that coming. Like, what? Yeah. Oh, shit. Which number of time is this that I have obtained one order and the divine being I no longer have need for this? Okay. So there's two possibilities here. That's either the actual page of the book, or it's just a decoy because the page doesn't look like anything specific. It's like a literal just a page. I feel like if Atsushi picked them up and turned them over, depending on what he sees on it, he can tell whether it's a fake or if it's a real one. So, okay, obviously Atsushi is not happy with this. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, so... Oh my god, it's Akutagawa. Hey there. Where's your mouth, sweetie? Is it there? But it's just covered by hair. Cute. Fun. This was our reviewlery must end here. Kill them. Okay, so far, wait. I don't know how many okay, I'm at the 9th out of the 15 pages, so there's like a very small chance so she's actually gonna do something here. I feel like, Jesus Christ, how many chapters is this gonna be of having one small ray of hope before it all just gets overshadowed by Dostoevsky's plan? I have to save him, but how can I? It has a blade that kills you, the one touch. I can teleport instantly. I can't, dude, I can't. Everyone's been killed, no one's coming to save us. Even if I fight, what hope is there for the agency? Do I even have any reason to fight? I don't know, Chasuke. The tea on the rice thing. And Kyoka, I guess. Okay. This is a tough situation, but... it kind of looks like there's nothing you can do unless there's something about this. No more what? Oh, it's Atsushi's hallucinations coming in to save the day. Come on, Dazai, say stand up, fight. You are the tiger, aren't you? Dazai, something. Do you need things like courage or hope to overcome fear? No, you haven't had those things from the start. Dazai was a little bit blunt. Do you need things like courage or hope to overcome fear? No, you haven't had those things from the start. You haven't needed them. What you need to crush your fear is a fear even greater. Listen to me. If you stay down now, the divine being will slaughter everyone else in the airport and get rid of any evidence. That's something I actually didn't know. So, what Dazai here is stating is that this divine... Okay, but this, in the end of the day, it's all part of Atsushi's own subconscious mind. We've seen him have so many hallucinations. So is this, in the end of the day, some kind of initial backthought in Atsushi's brain? If so, it's a good way to show that he is improving, because this isn't actually Dazai. Dazai's hallucinations aren't Dazai himself. And Atsushi strangely doesn't view him as how many people just state that he does. aka as the guy that never gets anything wrong. I mean, in the end of the day, this guy is here helping, but it's cool. Is that okay with you, Kyoko-chan and Montgomery-chan are still alive? So, okay, I have a feeling we're going to get a really good character development of him in upcoming in March. Because the way Dazai's face is now blanked out, strangely, and this hallucination of him only pops up when Atsushi ever needs him the most, it kind of tells me that this is in the end of the day a part of Atsushi. So why wouldn't it be him? I'd like to think that it's just another version of Atsushi just gonna be staring back at him later on. It can't be Akutagawa because in the end of the day, the way this version of Dazai even is way too remnant similar to Atsushi himself. See, now Dazai, he normally has this jet black hair, right? So, and these like dark ass eyes. Okay, the eyes that mostly mirror Akutagawa and hair that mirrors the black part of Akutagawa. Yet there are so many scenes in which his own hair gets lighter and his eyes also get lighter in a way that they look like Atsushi's. So I find it a little bit strange how Atsushi's, like, what do I say, hallucinations of Dazai are, while at the same time really can be really, really accurate to Dazai himself, and in some cases can look like this. I can't tell if this is supposed to be a mirroring of hope being given to Atsushi, that's why the upper part is lighter as it descends into darkness, or if the fact that the eyes are like this because Dazai is genuinely encouraging him. But does that mean he's really that pissed off here? No, not really. I think this is just going as far to show that Atsushi's hallucinations are genuinely just a part of him or another version of him. Because in the end of the day, his hallucinations are a reflection of what his own mind thinks of himself. So I do want to see if there's anything else, but other than the fact that there is a lot of scenes where the screen does have a lighter theme on top and a darker theme on bottom whenever Dazai is there. See, once again, it's very visibly seen that the upper part is light but the lower part is dark. Again, you get the same here. And you literally get this nearly in a decent number of places. I do have to remember more things though, but because this isn't all that I know. I do have a theory to think that this could be just Atsushi staring back at himself, because in the end of the day, that's what hallucinations are. It's basically a part of... Actually, wait, no, that is not what hallucinations are, but I feel like in Atsushi's case, it'd be a really good way to showcase development if this was basically just another part of himself. At least that's what I assume it is, because I don't think it's like literally Dazai right there, because very respectfully, he could have gone and one-shotted by Amino Gozen. Oh, 1 second. He could have gotten like one shot by Amino Gozen, because if... I mean, maybe not, because he can touch the ability and get rid of it, but when Dazai's all the way in France and Atsushi's busy hallucinating him and he says, "I understand now who you really are," it just really, really gives off the vibe that this is just another version of Atsushi that's going to be staring back at him in the next chapter with probably a face that looks somewhat or something like this. It's probably something like that, because I love the parallels between characters, and one of my favorite duo of characters has to be Dazai and Atsushi, and how they both nicely parallel Otasaku and Dazai. So I have a feeling that the next chapter that comes out in March will be something that gives us that look. Because very respectfully, this is the only one chapter where, this one, Dazai pops up. So you're telling me Dazai doesn't pop up for literally everything else? He popped up when Atsushi was like really, really close to quitting. And wait, listen. The subconscious of your mind knows when you're really, really close to losing it, okay? It knows you because it is you, okay? So you're telling me when Kunikita, Tanizaki, and Kenji died, the Dazai hallucination didn't pop up? When this one, what's his name? Fukuchi died, Dazai didn't pop up, despite Atsushi being as equally as despaired as he is right now. It is only after the hope of the fact that the page of the book is so-called ripped, even though that paper could be literally anything. Depending on how small into pieces, small into bits Theodore has teared it up into. Depending on how small the bits are, you'd still be able to tell if there was writing on it in the first place by simply turning it around. And with the way the number of bits are there's a bunch of bits that are significantly bigger than the other ones. So simply picking them up, like turning them around in your hand while pretending to act shocked, would be a perfect cover-up to see whether this is actually the page of the book, because I've seen a lot of like cases where people have thought of things that the page of the book cannot be destroyed by normal force, and Fyodor just goes on and just rips it. This is quite strange, isn't it? The only issue here is the fact that our main character isn't being given enough information. Otherwise, I feel like defeating Fyodor is one thing that is easy to the main BSD cast, okay? If Atsushi knew that the page is impermeable, is not able to get damaged, then I think he'd be able to, but I feel like in this state of panic and in this situation, I don't think he was able to think straight. Once again, this is all giving off the fact that the plan will obviously work, this one at least, because Dazai is here with them. And the last time we had an Atsushi Dazai flashback was when he went over and helped Akutagawa get out of vampires. No, not really. That wasn't really that, but in the end of the day, the last time we did see Dazai pop up in Atsushi's imagination, before the one where he just points outside and tells Atsushi to go, is the one where he tells Atsushi not to worry and to just like keep on going in the anime, where he's just there. I mean, I'm pretty sure in Lucy's room also Dazai appears. That's kind of all just making sense that this is all in a way to build Atsushi's character as its own, because this is a complex character. While in the current chapters, it doesn't seem like too much because he is constantly getting bombarded with both information and shit that I'm pretty sure as a literal teenager you would not want to witness. So I'm pretty sure that this entire sequence is going to be an amazing way to build Atsushi's character. I feel like it's going to finally bring in that line that our main character can stand up for himself, but it's the fact that his need for a greater fear to overcome his already existing one is what's stopping him, and the only one who can point that out actually isn't Dazai himself, but is you yourself, because you're the one who's able to self-reflect on yourself. Overall, what do I think of this chapter? I'm kind of sad, and it kind of sucks that this chapter didn't really have any moments where Atsushi actually did something. But I am more than happy that it did give me enough things to point at the fact that this could be, in the end of the day, it is a hallucination of Dazai. But at the same time, Dazai always mentioned, this is one of the times that Dazai doesn't mention things like how the typical Dazai would. He mentions things that seem like what Dazai would say, but they're more things that would happen that you would know from your own self-reflection. While Dazai is incredibly smart, I'm not going to doubt that, I don't think this is just a hallucination of Dazai. Probably what's going to happen in the next chapter is we're going to get a close-up of this image, and it's probably going to be like some kind of comparison between Dazai and another version of Atsushi, because we've seen that before. We've seen multiple Atsushis coexisting in Atsushi's own mind. That's kind of strange to say, but you guys get my point. So overall, I really, really like this chapter. It's not bad, and the only thing I kind of dislike is the fact that we didn't get too much about what Atsushi's main plan is, because it doesn't end up working out. I do like to know one thing, though, and the fact that a lot of things here did become really, really clear, and I feel like Fyodor is just making horrible mistakes. Very respectfully, you have made the issue with this, with what Fyodor is currently doing right now, is the fact that he's taking every single one of his tactics and using it all, just all at once. Okay? The killing the friends. You could do that when you're in the moment, in the spur of danger, but I feel like he's just dishing it all out right now for the sake of his momentary satisfaction, and I feel like that's going to be used against him in a while, because this is not the pages of the book, clearly. If they can be ripped without any hassle on his side, and he doesn't have the ability to nullify shit, then I'm pretty sure that isn't the page of the book. And you're just putting out free information for everyone to understand. And then the next thing that's really, really confusing here is the fact that there are 3 aminogozans, even though he has clearly stated that having the little spawning thing on his hand that enables 3 things to spawn means that only 2 will be active at any given time. Okay? Because it's like using both hands to draw on something. Okay? He has specifically stated that. That means no matter how many copies of the same thing there will be, only 2 will be active at any given time. So that's something that's something that I didn't expect to know in hindsight, but it kind of makes a lot of sense that it is. 2 of these things are probably active. The other one is passively just probably the one that's over here. The one that grabs him and holds him like that. Because this guy remains in this pose until he states that the revelry was fun. And then only this one makes a move. But simultaneously, nothing spawns behind Atsushi. Alright? As of now, absolutely nothing spawns behind him. And probably something does, to be completely honest. But the point here is that Sex killed them, right? It's a clear observation that he wants both of them dead. So either A, this means Atsushi's entire self-reflection was done in a very short amount of time, or B, the fact that my theory of only 2 of these aminogos and things being active at the same time is true. Because in the end of the day, this thing can be holding Octagon for how long he wants. But you literally just revealed that if multiple versions of them can exist, and you have 2 hands, you can't control them with your feet or anything. That's just fucking stupid. It makes no sense. So, it just means the 2 aminogozans are active at any given time. This is very interesting. A very interesting chapter. I think this one is a very speculative chapter, if anything. It's one where I have so many assumptions, left and right, from the entire self-reflection of Atsushi to Fyodor and what he's actually doing. Because in the end of the day, everything that came out of this guy's mouth, it feels like absolutely nothing but a lie. And it is a lie, because this is Fyodor we're talking about. This isn't some beautiful guy that just casually gives you what you want when you need it. Okay? So I'm really, really happy with this chapter, actually, because I don't mind too much that our main character didn't do much. But I think it was really, really nice seeing a lot of things come in relation to the book and to Atsushi's own self reflection and stuff. So that's simply just my opinion about it. And if you guys have anything else to say about it, I'd like to know in the comments below, because I'm actually really interested in this chapter, because it's super duper interesting, okay? I'm not gonna lie, alright? So the strangest thing here is simply just the multiple questions I do have. And rather than the multiple questions I do have, I'm more than happy with this chapter. So I'll see you all next time when the next chapter comes out, and yeah, that'll be it. Quick disclaimer that throughout this week or the week following it, there will be no other videos expected, since I do have my final. Oh damn! I do have my final exams rolling around, and I can't really afford to just pass in these exams. I really want good grades in them. So I'll be seeing you guys definitely much later, and I'm happy that you guys decided to watch the video. Bye!